Hey, what's up, guys? This is Oreassin. Today we're going to talk about mask and symmetry and all those things, how to build these guys. I also have a hands above kind of tutorial to follow along with this in this corner down here right now. So, let's get started. Typically when I build my mask, I want to start with a nice base. In order to get a nice base, I go with shapes that I already know. So, this mask is magnetic. And there's a base underneath, okay? Under this base are further magnets to help keep everything in line. And then you have hard outside, webbed inside. That way you can kind of move, breathe, and still see. This is a transparent vinyl film. You can actually see now the webbing in this guy, if you look. So we're going to talk about masks today. Ideally, what you want to start with is a base. The best base I found is your own head. The best base is going to be your own skull. For Nightmare, for example. If you look on the inside of Nightmare, you'll see a lot of interwoven plastics, okay? This is for a from-scratch type of helmet. This is all built from scratch. Everything was measured out to my dome. I'll be back. What I found was, if I took my head, okay, and just added my hair, my glasses, breathing room, I could get a nice 14 from my crown to my head. So I use one of these my measuring guys here, a measuring tape, and I was like, you know what, this fits my head. So I would start basing things off of bowling balls. They are nice and round, and they keep holding your shape really well. So I was like, hey, let's see if that fit my head. 14 from nose to about the middle of my head. So now my helmet fits right here. I stack it from the back, slide it right on. And that is a result of measuring from my nose to the back of my head. If you want a nice base, go measure that and then try to find a ball, something hard, an anvil shape, something to form your head around. Okay, the tools that you're going to need for this is going to be your base. I've already cut it out. A heat gun, a sharp knife, and your head-shaped base. And this will be the face shell base that I'm making. I'll measure from my chin to the top of my forehead, about right here, where my hairline stops. And I'll go here, measuring there. Comes to about 9 inches. So on my base faceplate that I already pre-cut, 9 inches with about an inch extra, and that half inch will equate to the hangover and sag that I'll need to connect. That's what that hangover is for. Always when you do your measurements, add an extra half an inch to account for hangover or anything you need to add in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a half an inch into the top part where my forehead goes, a half an inch into my material, about where my chin goes, and a half an inch about where my eyes would be. And I'm meaning a half an inch from the outside of the faceplate to this middle. So we're going half an inch from an outside in. Half an inch from the outside in. Okay? So we're going about there. I eyeballed it. And if you look there, we're about, let's see if we can show that. About a half an inch in. I then take my anvil shape, my flattener, whatever you want to call it. I simply put that on there. I take my heat gun. and I heat in circles from the center. Okay? With foam or so with foam or whatever you're going to do, some things heat differently. With my polyform, I have to heat and bend as I go. And now that I have a reasonable dome in this thing, I'm going to make one cut down the top and then a cut about down the chin. I'm going to go another inch in. I'm going to take an inch cut. I'm going to go from the bottom forward into the middle, and from the top where the head goes into the middle, an inch. And then from each cheek part, I'm going to cut in an inch. And I'm going to show you why here in a minute. So measure if you have to, if not, just cut it. I use my thumb, that's another good measurement. From my knuckle to my tip, that's about a good inch. That's a good inch. Another good one. Alright, so what's going to happen is I'm going to do the top crease. I'm going to heat at the bottom. I'm going to heat right here at the base of my cut. You see how that's a cut? I'm going to heat at the base of my cut and then pull my material together. You'll see what it does. I'm going to be heating in a U shape. So I'm going to be heating in a U shape, okay? As I pull them together and cross them over, it'll help bring that dome closer to where I need it to be. So I'll do that to each corner. If it's foam, you're going to glue it together. If it's a hard plastic, you can hot suture or staple it together. So I'm going to do that and come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, we're now back to our nice, starting to be round face plate. Then what we're going to do is continue to round this shape out. As you can see now, focus main, this guy, if I take this beanie, becomes a nice little faceplate already. Next we got to worry about is whether or not we can see. So what we do is take glasses, sunglasses, anything. If this is the shape of our head, our glasses, our eyes should tell us where our eyes are, right? Look at that. That's the shape of our head. Put them on the inside, see where they sit. Put them on the inside and see where they sit. That is where your eyes need to be. Okay? That is where your eyes need to be so that you can see, right on the inside of where your glasses, your sunglasses, that's where they fit. That's where they sit. That's where your eyes need to be. Mine is right in between the bottom of the N and the outside of the O. Right there. Let's go. I feel like this is going to be my Black Panther mask, so I'm going to give it a nice open eye slot here. Slowly cutting this guy out here. Now I have that cut out. Thought I had it cut out. Don't take this out. Just kind of push it out a little bit, okay? I'll push it out a little bit there. I'll see what we got. Looks like I have a nice little eye window here. So we'll use this as a base. And what I mean by use this as a base is, take this out now. I'm going to start building off of this faceplate the way towards the back of my head now. For that, self-adhesive sticky back thin foam. You can find it almost anywhere. Comes in a pack with a weird little zebra on it. There you go. Okay? Measure from ear to ear. Ear to ear. Okay. Here's the trick though. You go from the conch, from around the back side of your head to the conch. Boom. Boom. I'm registering a nice 12.5, okay? I will take, does not matter the color, it's a base. I'll take that. I'll lay this out onto it. It's not quite 12.5. That means I'm gonna go corner to corner. It'll work. 12.5. Boom. I'm going to mark with my nail. That's just how I do things. Some of you may hate it, some of you might love it. I don't know. I'm gonna try to just cut a quick line. Okay. This is just going to act as the back part of my helmet. Does not matter what it looks like, we are simply creating a base. A basic underlining structure of what we need. Take your faceplate. Yeah, wear a beanie. That might help. Headband, something. Tuck that bad boy underneath on your head about where you need it to go. Find your conch. That's the inside of your ear. Sticky side out. Round the back of your head. And try and connect to that faceplate. If you cannot, slide it over to one side. See where you connect. This is now the back. Okay? I need to add a little bit more. It won't reach all the way. That my faceplate is very small. It stops here. So I'm adding a little bit more. Just take some fabric, some remnants here. It's self-adhesive. It does not matter. Remember, we are just creating a base. I don't care what your base looks like. All you're doing is making a base. A lot of us get so hung up on what we're making, not already looking what it's supposed to look like, rather than just enjoying the building process. So hopefully take these off because it probably won't fit there. We're gonna squeeze it. Alright, so I need to add, what's this, about another 2 inches on this side a little bit. That's about it. Another 2 inches right here. Let's see if this works. Alright, so what we have is our first from scratch base. And it's already pretty durable, pretty strong. And we take this and we build off of it. So that is a from scratch helmet base. Hope it helped. We'll push on more with more questions.